Imagine this. It's already March 2026, and the first few months have flown by. You check your bank account and realize spending feels higher than planned. Your emergency fund hasn't grown much, and that fresh New Year motivation is starting to fade. According to Bankrate's latest 2026 emergency savings report, nearly 1 in 4 Americans, about 24%, still have zero emergency savings at all, and 58% report their savings are the same or even less than last year. In a year where everyday costs like rent, groceries, and utilities keep pressing budgets, this can feel overwhelming. But here's the exciting part. Right now, with most of 2026 still ahead of you, you can hit the reset button on your finances and make this your strongest financial year yet. These 6 practical steps will help you regain control, cut hidden leaks, and build real momentum starting today. Hey there, I'm Avelyn, and just like you, I spend way too much time thinking about money psychology, the sneaky ways cash disappears, and realistic steps to actually build wealth without all the hype or get-rich-quick promises. Today, we're doing a mid-2026 financial reset. Think of it as the end-of-year money ritual that people usually do in December, but we're doing it right now because March is the perfect time. Most people wait until December to reflect, but by then, half the year is gone and bad habits are already locked in. Doing this reset early gives you 9 full months to course correct and compound small changes into big results. Why does this matter so much in 2026? Inflation has cooled to around 2.4% year over year, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. But many essential costs, housing, food, energy, are still noticeably higher than 2 or 3 years ago. Add in job market shifts from AI, interest rate uncertainty, and unexpected life expenses, and it's easy to feel like you're always playing catch up. The good news is these 6 actions are simple, actionable, and rooted in real data and behavioral insights. We'll cover getting a clear snapshot of your money so far this year, auditing wasteful recurring charges, rebuilding your safety net, grabbing every bit of free money available, setting crystal clear goals for the rest of the year, and finally, creating an automatic money operating system so good habits happen without constant willpower. Each step includes stats, real examples, psychology explanations, and exact how-to instructions, so you can start implementing today. Grab a notebook or open your budgeting app. Let's make the rest of 2026 work for you. The very first step is what I call your money wrapped. Exactly like Spotify Wrapped, but for your personal finances. This is the foundation of the entire reset because you can't fix what you don't understand. Open your bank app, credit card statements, or budgeting tool, Mint, YNAB, Pocket Guard, whatever you use, and pull data from January 1st to now. Answer 3 core questions. What has been your total net income year to date after taxes and deductions? What are your total expenses so far, broken into categories? And, most importantly, surplus or deficit? To make this powerful, treat your savings, transfers, and investments as part of spending in this exercise. For example, if you've earned $35,000 YTD, spent $28,000 on living expenses, and transferred $4,000 to savings/investments, your true surplus is only $3,000. That's genuinely extra money you could redirect without touching your safety net. If you keep saving separate, you might fool yourself into thinking you're doing great when really you're just moving money around. The psychology here is optimism bias. We naturally assume our situation is better than it actually is, so seeing hard numbers forces honesty. Patterns will jump out. Maybe you spend more in February because of Valentine's, or in summer on travel. One viewer shared that her Wrapped revealed $600 a month average on dining out. She didn't even notice. Emotional spending during stressful work weeks. Spotting these ties behavior to emotions and gives you real control. Step by step, export 3 to 6 months data, categorize fixed versus variable, include savings as spending, calculate true surplus, note seasonal or emotional triggers. Do this in a cozy spot with tea or coffee. It usually takes 45 to 60 minutes, but completely changes how you see your money. Once you have your snapshot, the next move is to stop the quiet money leaks. Audit every recurring payment. Recent surveys show the average American household pays for 4 to 5 digital subscriptions alone, costing around $84 per month or over $1,000 a year. Add gym memberships, software tools, meal kits, streaming services, and random apps, and it's easy for $200 to $400 a month to vanish unnoticed. Companies design it this way. Free trials auto-renew, and most people forget to cancel. The psychology is subscription fatigue plus inertia. We sign up impulsively and never revisit. Real example? A 38-year-old dad realized he was paying $18 a month for a language app he used once, plus $12 for a forgotten cloud storage plan. $360 a year gone. After auditing, he saved $150 a month instantly. What most people do wrong is assume it's only $10, $15, no big deal. But those small amounts compound into thousands over years. Better way? Step 1. List every recurring charge from bank or credit card statements. Search for words like monthly, subscription, recurring. Step 2. Ask 3 questions for each. Have I used this in the last 30 days? Does it bring real joy or value? Is there a cheaper, free alternative? Step 3. Cancel or pause anything unused. Most take 2 minutes online. Step 4. For bigger recurring bills like car insurance, phone plan, or internet, compare quotes today. Insurance companies often raise rates quietly, assuming you won't switch. One quick comparison site check can save $200 to $500 a year. This audit usually uncovers $50 to $300 a month in savings, with almost no lifestyle change. Do it right after you're wrapped. Momentum carries you through. With leaks plugged, it's time to strengthen the base, your emergency fund and overall cash versus investment balance. Current data is eye-opening. Median emergency savings across Americans hovers between $500 and $5,000, depending on source like Empower or Bankrate 2026. But 24% have literally zero. Financial experts recommend 3 to 6 months of essential expenses in a safe, accessible place. The psychology trap here is optimism bias again. We think emergencies won't happen to me, plus fear of missing growth, so some keep too much idle cash while inflation quietly erodes its value. Even high-yield savings at 4 or 5% can't always keep up long-term. Real-life story. A woman in her late 30s had a solid fund years ago, but rent and childcare costs rose, and when she lost freelance income, her old fund lasted only 6 weeks instead of 4 months. She rebuilt it and now feels secure. Common mistake? Either too little buffer leading to high-interest debt in crisis, or too much cash sitting, missing compound growth. Step-by-step fix. Calculate your true 3 to 6 months number, essentials only, rent or mortgage, food, utilities, minimum debt payments, transport. Build or top up in a high-yield savings account earning 4 to 5% APY. For cash beyond emergency needs, money not required in the next 5 years, consider low-risk investments like index funds or bonds. Aim for balance, safety net first, then growth. Automate small weekly transfers to make it painless. This step alone reduces financial anxiety dramatically and protects you from life's surprises in the rest of 2026. Don't leave free money on the table, especially mid-year when many still have time to maximize 2026 benefits. Start with your employer retirement match. If your company offers 4 to 6% match on your 401k contributions, that's literally 100% instant return on the matched portion, yet millions skip it. 2026 contribution limit is around $23,500 for under 50s. Check IRS for exact. Animate employer handing over free cash bags. Psychology here is classic procrastination. I'll do it later turns into never. Example, A tech worker missed $3,000 match yearly for 3 years, $9,000 plus lost forever plus growth. Also, look at tax strategies. Tax loss harvesting, sell losing investments to offset gains, charitable donations for deductions, or using remaining tax advantage space, HSA, IRA if eligible. Many allowances reset at year-end or fiscal year-end, so act before December. Step by step, log into your work portal today and confirmed enrollment or match percentage. Increase contribution if needed. Review investment accounts for losses to harvest. Check HSA, IRA limits, and fund if possible. If you donate, track receipts for tax time. These moves can add thousands in value with minimal effort, pure upside. Do this right after foundation work so momentum stays high. Now shift from past and present to future. Set 1 to 2 specific, trackable financial goals for the remaining months of 2026. Vague intentions like save more or be better with money almost always fail because there's no measurable target. Instead, make them SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Example, build emergency fund to $10,000 by December 31st, 2026. That's $800 a month starting now. Or pay off $7,000 credit card by year end, $600 a month. Show roadmap animation with milestones and check marks. The psychology benefit is huge. Clear goals reduce decision fatigue and give every dollar a purpose, making trade-offs easier. One subscriber set a single goal to save $5,000 for a trip. By automating $420 a month, she hit it without feeling deprived. Common error: too many goals or no numbers, so progress feels invisible. Better approach: brainstorm what would make the biggest difference: house deposit, debt freedom, retirement boost. Pick 1 to 2 max. Project remaining income months, subtract essentials, allocate to goal. Build buffer for unexpected. Write it down, put it in phone reminders or dashboard. Review monthly. If life changes, raise, expense spike, adjust numbers instantly. This clarity turns hope into direction and makes the rest of the year feel purposeful. The final piece is turning good intentions into automatic behavior. Build your money operating system. This means setting up automations so saving, investing, and bill paying happen without relying on daily willpower. Life gets busy, motivation fades, but systems endure. Key principle from Atomic Habits: reduce friction for good choices, increase it for bad ones. Start with automation basics. Set up recurring transfers to savings, investments, and retirement right after payday. Pay yourself first. Schedule bills to auto-pay early in the month. Create sinking funds, separate sub-accounts, for predictable, irregular expenses like car maintenance, holidays, insurance renewals. $50 to $100 a month prevents budget bombs. Remove temptation. Unsubscribe from marketing emails, keep savings app on home screen, put emergency fund in a different bank. Build a simple dashboard. One spreadsheet, Notion page, or app view showing net worth, goal progress, monthly inflows and outflows at a glance. Seeing small wins builds momentum. Example, one person automated $200 to emergency plus $150 to index fund post-payday. In 18 months, she had $6,000 saved effortlessly. Don't overcomplicate. Start with 2 to 3 automations today, e.g. 1 savings transfer plus 1 bill autopay. Test for a week, then add more. The goal isn't perfection, it's making good financial decisions the default path so you can focus on living life instead of constantly managing money. Let's wrap up with the core lessons from this reset so they stick. First, do your money wrapped to gain brutal honesty about income, expenses, and true surplus. Second, audit and eliminate subscription/bill leaks to free up cash instantly. Third, rebuild and balance your emergency fund so you're protected without oversaving in low-growth cash. Fourth, claim every piece of free money, employer matches, tax strategies, before opportunities reset. Fifth, set 1 to 2 clear, numbered SMART goals to give the rest of 2026 direction. And sixth, build an automated money operating system so progress happens on autopilot. Remember, 80% of financial success is mindset and habits, not just knowledge. Small, consistent actions compound massively over time. Your actionable starter routine for today and this week. Tonight or tomorrow, spend 30 to 45 minutes on your money wrapped. Just get the numbers. Cancel at least one unused subscription. Set up one auto transfer of $25 to $100 to savings. Check your 401k or retirement plan for match status and bump contribution if possible. Write down one SMART goal with monthly target. Create a basic one-page dashboard, even in phone notes. Every Sunday, do a 10-minute quick review. Check progress, adjust if needed. These tiny steps build unstoppable momentum for the rest of 2026. There you have it, a complete mid-2026 financial reset that can genuinely transform how you feel about money for the rest of the year and beyond. 2026 isn't over. In fact, starting this reset now gives you the biggest advantage because you have time on your side to let compound effects and habits work their magic. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent and intentional. You've already taken the first step by watching this far, so give yourself credit. Now, go apply 1 or 2 things today. Even a small win builds confidence for the bigger ones. If this video gave you clarity, value, or a nudge to act, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel reach more people who need realistic money advice. Subscribe if you want more no-nonsense, psychology-based finance tips delivered in simple animations every few days. And drop a comment below. What's your biggest money trap right now? Subscriptions, lifestyle creep, no emergency fund, or something else? I read every comment, and it helps me make content that actually solves real problems. Thank you for spending this time with me. You've got this, and the rest of 2026 can be your breakthrough year. See you in the next one.